Drip campaigns. They're basically a series of messages that you're going to send to a population of people over time on a certain frequency and cadence. And there's three simple steps to creating these. First, the easiest step, the first step is create the population, the group of people that you want these messages to drip to. Then, just as simple, as long as you can write a basic query, you're going to write a rule that determines who gets into the population and who doesn't. And then the last step, which is the difficult one, is writing all of these messages and determining when they should be sent and what should be said over time. So we'll start with population, first step, and it's really a status that records are in. So an example would be like prospects, inquiries, applicants. That's a person status in Slate, 3 different statuses. But it could be any kind of status. You could choose application status. For instance, they started an app. What status is their application in at the moment? You can create populations based on that. You could do citizenship status, for instance, if you want an international student campaign versus a domestic one, or so on. You can even do decision status, but that's one that's risky, and I personally am not comfortable with drip campaigns based on decision statuses, but you get the point here. So you're going to create that population. This is first. Go to database, find populations, open that, click insert, new population, and you're going to decide a name for it. I'm going to call this early prospect phase, and the scope, I'll probably choose person here. Could be person, could be application, or it could be both person and application. Then you write a rule. I mean, that's it. And let me go in that last step. All you do is hit save. Your population's done. There's nothing more you have to do but name it. What more important is the rule. You can look at this like the bouncer at the drip campaign club, determining who gets in, and once they get in, who needs to leave when, and who can't get into this population in order to receive these messages. And this is where you're going to write a basic query. So go to database, find rules, click on rules. You're going to do a new rule, and I'll call this one early prospect phase. The type is configurable join. The base is person. The rule type is person population. That's most important. Now you can put it in a folder if you want. Do not use an exclusivity group. Leave that blank. There's no good reason I could think to have that in a population rule. Set the status to preview as well, so you can preview this in Slate, and hit save. So now you really, I mean, for this, I need one filter, person status, and I'm going to say person status is prospect. Maybe I'll lump prospect and inquiry together, but basically I don't want applicants. So it's person status. Now, if you're on a shared instance, that might not work for you. You may need a custom person status filter just for your college or division, because you don't want to send this to all records in that status. But it shouldn't be more complicated than that. Now, it can be, but the more targeted and more narrow it is, the fewer people are going to get it, and the more populations you're going to have to create if you want a broader campaign. For instance, I could think of international students or military veteran status, or something like that. You can get very narrow, but you're going to have to write a lot of messages and have a lot of different populations. So person status is what I'm going to use here, and the action at the bottom is the population that we just created in step 1, early prospect phase. If they qualify here, put them in that population. As soon as they no longer qualify for this population, they're no longer in that status, this rule is going to kick them out, so they're no longer getting those messages. All right, I'm going to hit save, and now I'm going to go to my messages. This is the final step. The challenging part is writing these messages and determining how frequently they're going to get messages. So we go to deliver. We're going to do a new mailing. I'll call this one drip campaign early prospect phase day number. This could be number 0, like day 0, as soon as they're in the population that day. It could be day 1, you want a full day to pass. Could be day 15, day 20, day 30. You're going to have several different messages that drip over time. First thing you have to determine is how many days need to pass before they're getting this message. And just don't set one up to send every single day. It's annoying and it becomes spammy. You can put in a folder, a realm. Uh, Method, I'm going to choose email, but there are other methods like text messaging and things. There's other ways to send these. You can use a template, hit save, and here you go. Now you have to write one last query. And in this campaign, we're going to hit edit recipients list over on the right, and then new query. And I'm going to call this early prospect population. It's going to be person base. Save. And I only need one filter for this, the population. So I hit filter. And what you want to find is timestamp population. How long have they been in this population? This message is going to go out after 1 day. So you can use this timestamp one, population timestamp days. I'm going to use this in a population by timestamp days. Looks like a configurable join common filter. So I'm going to choose that one. And it has two, it already joined it for me, and it has two filters here that I need to edit. The number of days, so I'm going to make this 1. I'm going to double click on this, open it, and make it 1. And then which population? The early prospect phase, the one we created in the beginning. Save, and I'm done. There's no more filters here needed, and there shouldn't be. The population and the roles are taking care of it. This message is just saying this many days need to pass for the record to be in this population to get this particular message. Now you'll need exports like maybe their preferred name and their email and anything else you're going to use in the message. And last but not least, write the message. Write it, and when you send it, you're sending it maybe with no end date or during a certain time frame, during a certain window of time every day. But it's going to continuously run, and it's going to pick up any new people in that population and start sending this message after, in this case, day 1. So hopefully that is simple enough. If anything seemed confusing or I may have missed a step, please share in the comments. Thank you.